this is DMG, and in this video we're going to talk about how to make ultra cheap leafy plants from crap lying around your house on these pizza box wargaming boards. Yep, pizza box. So I'd like to thank everyone who has purchased things on my store, the dmg.info/store, which helps to keep this channel going and financially supports me in this endeavor. Of course, you can also check out my other channel, 70 System, as well. Now, on to the leafy plants. So I told you to keep the cardstock from the last video, so we're just going to use that and painting in strokes all in one direction. So make sure you're going one direction, back and forth horizontal, or vertical, depends on how you're orienting the cardstock, and paint green. Now, it can be quite watered down, and you can just like allow the cardstock to show through. That is not a problem, unless of course the cardstock is some weird color and has some printing on it. Flip it over, do the same on the reverse side, and I'm just in the middle. You'll see me using brown paint. Just that will be the base of the plant, because what I'm going to do is cut this in half. So this is about 3 by 2 inches if you really need to know what the measurement is, but you can really make it to whatever size you like to get the plants that you want. So I haven't really waited for this to dry. I'm just grabbing it and cutting very slim triangles. So the one piece, just a lot of slim triangles, and these are going to be nice long thin leaves, like sort of wider grass, I would surmise. I'm not basing this on actual plants, just stuff that looks plantish. You know, planty plant type stuff. So then gather them all together, or some of them, so you can make many plants, and make sure the bases are all aligned, and you can fan out the different leaves to make it look more plant-like and less bunch of cardstock. And then using the band-aid of crafting, the masking tape, wrap that around the base. Make sure you sort out all those leaves. They're all no directions you want, etc. And then grab a pair of scissors and just lop off the excess. Bit of hot glue on the parchment paper, baking paper, you know, to the rest of the world, and stick it in there so that it cures to form the base of the grass/plant. And again, you can do as many of these as you like. So that was just from that 3 by 1 inch piece of cardstock. So this other one, I am now going to do larger curved triangle shapes. So curved concave and convex shapes, just for some variation. And then I'm going to grab each one of those individual leaves and I'm going to curl them. So the edges curl towards the center, so they're a little bit rounded. So once you've done all of those, bunch them all together. Grab your, I keep forgetting the name of masking tape. I don't know why. But anyway, you grab the masking tape and wrap it around the base of the plants and then begin to fold the leaves out. So you can see this now starts to form quite a nice looking plant. Very nice there, sir. Very nice. Anyway, so moving right along, you know, we've got the different leaf shapes and so on and so forth. You cut off the base, hot glue on the parchment paper, plug it into the hot glue, smig it around a bit. Is smig a word? Smig, I don't know. Anyway, then gently peel it off the parchment paper and then use some brown paint to paint the base. And you can also touch the bottom of the leaves, and if there's any of the masking tape showing, then just apply it to the masking tape as well to hide it from the world. And do the same thing, obviously, with the large plant. So then, grabbing our terrain board, this is the hill sort of side-ish one, and you can hot glue and then stick down as you please, wherever you feel it will work for your piece of terrain. And then here on the pond one, we're just going to stick down the other thin-leafed one, and then we'll do the large leaf one. So the large leaf one, you're just going to use a little bit more hot glue, so a bit of a larger pool, and then plonk that in there. So we're going to do one extra little step that is not marketed on this video. So this gives you an idea of what the plants look like now. But this next step is to actually pour the water into this here divot. What water, you say? Well, this water. If you don't know what this is, I did a DMG's lab where I created this about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. So this has been sitting literally in the sink for 1.5 years, 2 years and has not gone moldy. All I did was nuke it in the microwave for 10 seconds, which liquefied it again. And I was just pouring it into the divot, making sure I don't pour it on top of the grass or on the top of the plants or anything. And just let it set. It takes about an hour or so for it to set. And you'll see the only real issue now is you've got this little meniscus around the edge. And I just then touch that up with some of this clear nail polish. So that gives it not only the wet look, but the meniscus is quite well hidden, actually. And then what I also do is not only just going around the edges, I also apply it to the surface of the pond water. And that gives it a sort of very slight ripple effect. So it actually looks quite cool. I'll show it here so you can see it better in the light once I'm finished, but the boots of speed is almost over. And you'll see I've done some concentric circles and some ripples at the edges. But this is what everything's starting to look like in this here pond. And, you know, the meniscus is quite well hidden by that. Now you can see here with the light showing on it that you can just see the ripple effects on the water. It's pretty difficult to see on the camera, but you get an idea. So, I trust that you enjoyed this video and the pouring of the water, and you now have an idea for doing leafy plants. So, those are the leafy plants, and of course, the pond pour. Pond pour? That's going to be a thing. Pond pour! Come here, pond pour! Don't forget, if you like these videos, like button. You can check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Now get out of here!